Hello, my name is Ho-Young, and I bring to you today one of my projects. It's basically Doom and mazes put together. The controls are WASD to move. It's local movement, so if you press the left button, then your character will move left. And the aim is done by the mouse. I'm basically using a raycast to raycast onto certain layers, and then the ball which you see is projected above the mouse position to denote where the player aims. I haven't used any scenes in my gameplay. Reason being is because I wanted this nice little balcony thing here, where you can see over the level, see them in real time, which is kind of cool. And it's also worth mentioning this, my mini-maps, so you can actually see the little capsules move in real time. And so instead of having a menu screen, I have this instead. Sort of like an interactive menu screen, but let's do the tutorial. So simple text box which I enable and disable. Minimap right there. Took some figuring out. I'll spare you the details of the text, but basically the minimap is projected above the player, a camera, and I put that onto render texture, and then I set the position and the size of the camera on screen, and that's actually how you do split screen, by having two cameras basically. So yeah, simple trigger. It'll deactivate the door over here. Here are a bunch of pickups, which I can show you super quick. So this one just makes you shoot bigger bullets, and a few little sound customizations I made there, forgot to mention that. And here is this rage pickup. It's also worth mentioning that whenever you do the pickup, the camera zooms out. That's just a simple FOV adjustment and using coroutines. So this makes people ignore you. This is one-shot kills. This I won't touch until after I'm done with this demo, because that is something dangerous. So I have these enemies here. These are just, this is the tutorial, so you can't actually kill these ones, but proceeding onwards, ignoring these. Basically, one of them patrols an area and one of them just stays stationary, and that's all you really need to know. And teleporter, go into the teleporter. So this is just tutorial. As you can see, I'm not taking any damage really, but yeah, that's how they work. And actually, interestingly, if I shoot them from a range, their awareness increases. If I shoot them enough, actually, I'll show it in the first level, but I made this mechanic where if you shoot them, they become more aware, kind of like real life. If you get shot a few times, you'll eventually start noticing something's going on, right? Simple shooting range. I can show it here actually, so there you go. I shot him twice. His awareness is basically doubling each time. Uh-oh. That's something I'll have to address. That's a bit too wide of a range, but minor bug. Something I didn't really consider. But, so here's the first level. This part's supposed to be easy because, you know, that's also something unexpected. But, that first part's supposed to be easy. I'm just gonna rush through here. Just give you a quick preview. A bunch of dudes, just gonna kill them super quick. And interesting to note is that I wasn't originally going to have strafing in this game, because it gets kind of awkward when you're strafing and you're aiming like this. But if I say want to do 180 and suddenly I'm going that way, so it's kind of weird. And I was originally only going to have forwards and backwards, but after a few playtests with a bunch of other people, they agreed it would be less strange to have strafing. Anyway, I'm just gonna die super quick actually, and I can show you the final area, but when you die you just get sent back to the starting zone. Oh, that's another death sound, courtesy of me. This is the final area that I can do super quick. It's also interesting to note that doing this third-person perspective camera was quite difficult because you can't just attach a camera onto the player and hope for the best. Doesn't really quite work like that, but uh-oh. Yeah, that's a lot of bullets, but you get the idea. Performance issues, I could probably fix that by having a little less game objects. Say, for example, only render out a scene if I'm inside of it. And yeah, I think that's about it. Oh, yes, the special thing. This is something that I'm quite proud of that took me a while to figure out, but this makes the level dark and creepy, and the flavor text that it gives you when before you pick up the pill is that Q is your flashlight. So this is a nice little effect that I added into the game. It's also worth mentioning that there's a mini-map icon at the bottom left, and there you have it. That's about it. So you can see this menu part is right above the level. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you for watching.